And good evening. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Tim Seaman.
And I'm Bridget Bennett. Tonight, President Trump giving his first Oval Office address to the nation, telling Americans there's a humanitarian and security crisis at the U.S.-Mexico border. The president continuing his battle to fund a border wall. And tonight, Democratic leaders responding by accusing the president of stoking fear. ABC's Kenneth Moten has the latest from Washington in our top story.
My fellow Americans.
President Trump in a rare Oval Office primetime address, selling his border wall as the partial government shutdown takes a toll.
This is a humanitarian crisis, a crisis of the heart and a crisis of the soul.
The president did not declare a national emergency, but urged immediate action to handle what's happening on the southern border.
My administration has presented Congress with a detailed proposal to secure the border and stop the criminal gangs, drug smugglers, and human traffickers.
Before his address, the president and the White House were under fire for making false statements in the fight for $5.7 billion in wall funding. Democratic leaders in their response pounced on many of those claims.
The fact is, we all agree we need to secure our borders while honoring our values.
Just before the president addressed the nation, Senate Democrats blocked an unrelated bill in their promise to not vote on any legislation until the government reopens.
There is no excuse for hurting millions of Americans over a policy difference.
800,000 federal workers not getting paid. Farmers aren't getting their government subsidies. Pilots are warning about airline security as TSA agents work without paychecks. The president invited congressional leaders back to the White House Wednesday.
Hopefully, we can rise above partisan politics in order to support national security.
President Trump will travel to the U.S.-Mexico border Thursday. Democrats are working to pass more funding bills in the House and force a vote in the Senate to end the shutdown. Kenneth Moten, ABC News, Washington.
And Iowans continue to feel the impact of that government shutdown, including college students who are wondering if their student loans will be paid on time. The Financial Aid Office at Iowa State University is working to help students secure their government-supported financial aid while the shutdown continues.
200 students that are enrolled for spring of 2019 that currently need to get us some documentation.
Yeah, I need to figure out from my financial aid officer if I'll be able to pay off tuition, but if I can't do that, then looks like no school this semester for me.
Lincoln says he's been trying to get a form from the IRS now for weeks. Financial aid staffers say that they're working with each student on a case-by-case basis to make sure that they do get back to class.